I see everything else. I'm on the screen. They're me. Hey, what's up, folks? From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. You're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. From Eve After Dark to concerts in the park. We're still doing it live, folks. We're just trying to find Dusty. Now, where he is exactly, I don't know. He said he's here. I don't see him just yet. He'll send me a link, Doc. Let me know something where you might be. He said he's online. Let me check my text right quick, because sometimes, let me see here, folks. Don't nobody go nowhere. He said he's here. He said he's here. He's showing me a link. I wonder if he went to the wrong link. Okay? I think he went to a different link, Doc. That's what it is. He's on a different link. That's what it is. Okay, let's see what's happening here. All right, let me see here. What can we do? Chat room is lighting up. Dusty is here. Let's see here. Share what? No. There you go. There you go.
There we go, baby. There we go.
There you go. There you go.
There we go, baby. There we go. All right, let me turn my mic down. We good. How are you, man?
Man, I'm doing fantastic outside of Barry and Buddy's today, all day today.
Damn, man. Yeah. The older I get, man, and you're 20 plus years older than me, so it's like, damn, I that's one thing I'm not looking forward to, man, because it's starting to happen to me now, where it seems like, damn, 3, 4, 5 a year, and you're probably, more than that.
You got, and that's the part that's really disturbing, man. How brothers are leaving, my guys. I had two guys die from COVID. Both of them had some health. Well, actually, I had 4 people die from COVID. 3 of them had some underlying issues. So sometimes you still feel the pain, but you understand it a little bit better. But you can't. It's hard to understand going to a funeral for a 25, 30-year-old that got shot. Okay, it's. When you go to a funeral of somebody 75, 80 years old that did some stuff, that left some stuff, that built some stuff, you can't get mad at 80, 85. You can't get mad. Although I'm only a few years away from that. You can't get mad at that, man. You left a legacy, but when you don't have a chance to even enjoy your life and even enjoy some of the things, you laugh at some of the stupid things you did. I was thinking about that today. I know this is kind of off subject, but you know how I get sometimes.
Yeah, no. It's all good. It's all good.
Today, at one of the funerals, I saw some guys. We used to fight every day. My neighborhood lived around the corner. We fought all the damn time. One of my craziest stories that I'm working on telling is with these guys here. And I hear somebody, Lonzo, and he had a mask on. Who the hell is that? And it was my boy. Oh man, we boys now. We boys now. Everybody in their 60s. Ain't nobody thinking about that stuff we did back. We laugh about it. It's a joke now, man. Because we go back to the root of why we were fighting over a dog beating up another dog. That's what the fight was about.
Mm.
We went to war over 2 dogs fighting. My partner's dog won. My boy's dog almost died. And he going to offend his dog's honor.
Yeah,
he gonna defend his dog's honor by jumping on the dog's owner, but the owner didn't go to school with us, so I'm the owner's best friend. So they said they're gonna jump on me instead. I'm like, I don't even like the damn dog. How am I in this shit? Okay, it's a true story. So my partner decides he gonna keep me from getting jumped on by him going over there and fighting for my honor to keep me from getting jumped on. Bunch of bullshit, long story, but let's get back to the thing. But again, here we are.
You guys are live to talk about it. You're live to talk about it.
We can laugh at that shit, man.
Yeah.
We can laugh at it. So makes a big difference, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that bother me, but there's nothing. At top of the list would be young people dying in the street over bullshit who never had a chance.
Yeah. I think that's the part that's really sad, man. When you think about all the guys, all the youngsters that had careers, had opportunities, and just for whatever reason, jealousy, whatever, just got gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then that fuels another batch of retaliation. This is us ongoing, and it's totally unnecessary. But hey, man, that's a part of the game that people like to play, and I'll never understand it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? One of the things I wanted to talk about kind of relates to this, but Pop Smoke, we've talked about him a couple times. Very young rapper who was killed in the Hollywood Hills of all places. He had gang affiliations, and his address got leaked on the internet. And long story short, he was in the shower. People came in and killed him. But his gravesite crypt was recently vandalized, and apparently the people even tried to drag the casket out. The disrespect, man, it just seems like it's getting deeper and deeper.
Well, I bet you there's a video someplace of them doing that. That's probably the bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real super part. Yeah. There's a video of them somewhere doing that.
Or one of the homies, Or one of the homies are gonna write a song about. Or one of the homies will write a song about it and put it in the rapper.
Okay. Yeah, right. Videotape it, write a song about it, or tell somebody who's gonna get busted for something else, and then they'll tell on them to get a lighter sentence. It's the oldest game, and it's the oldest street game in the world, but cats still want to play it, and nobody ever wins.
Yep.
And it's amazing that this generation is probably the generation that is more motivated by respect, but they do the most disrespectful things. How do you mess with a dead man's crypt? How do you do that? What kind of mindset do you have to go get up in the morning? Man, let's go by the graveyard and vandalize homeboy's crypt. And the bad part about it, somebody probably say, yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. You got to be on some special kind of stupid. You have to take stupid classes and major in stupid in a school of stupidity to actually think that was a good idea on any level. Mm-hmm. You have to go to school and learn to be that stupid.
Yeah. Now I know this was happening, back in the day where they would, I heard stories of like the Compton graveyard, rival gang members would, deface things like that. Was it always to this like disrespectful level?
I mean, cats did some bad. They did some crazy shit back in the day. They turned over coffins, right on the coffins. People had to. Sometimes they had to put security guards in front of coffins. If the guy was really a notorious dude, okay. I guess things ain't changed that much. I guess the difference is back then you heard about it, but you didn't really see the results of it because nobody carried cameras in their pockets. You heard about, oh man, they cut off homeboy's thing and stuck it in his mouth. You hear all kind of folklore, okay, but you didn't see it. Now it's being recorded, sometimes placed on YouTube, sometimes it's being placed on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, depending on what these guys' social media is, because it didn't happen unless somebody saw you do it.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Unless somebody say you do it. So you can tell a lie if you want, tell a story if you want to, but if somebody see you execute it, it don't really stick.
Damn, dude. Well, you know what, man? I want to talk about something. We got to get the BS out of the way. Earlier this year, Lil Uzi Vert got a $40 million diamond implanted into his forehead. Well, another rapper is now trying to one-up Lil Uzi Vert. Mexican rapper Dan Sur gets gold chains surgically implanted into his scalp.
I told y'all, as soon as one monkey do something, another monkey got to up the other first monkey. And this is all it is. Do you know how painful it had to be, man?
Yeah.
Do you know how painful it had to be to have them, to have something embedded in your scalp? That shit had to hurt. Like, now, what happened to your hair? Is your hair gonna grow through this shit? Do you take this shit out to get a haircut? Because at some point in time, your hair gonna look like a raggedy ass line with shit going through the fucking braid, through the chains and shit. Because if your hair, he's a youngster, so his hair probably still growing. Okay, it's gonna look like shit. Okay, unless your hair is gonna grow through the shit, which is gonna be even worse. Unless you're gonna let your hair grow, become a part of your so-called hairstyle. And this is what happens when you don't have no creativity. Mm-hmm. All you do is one up stupidity. Okay, dude, you laugh at a Jerry curl? Come on, man. You think a Jerry curl gone. Jerry curl gone, okay? when they pull that shit out, when you finally come to your senses and they pull that shit out your goddamn scalp, your head gonna be gonna be susceptible to all kind of infections and all kind of other shit, man. But the next question is, who? There's one thing for the fool to have the idea. Another thing for somebody to actually execute the idea. That's going to show you the power of money. Okay, that's going to show you the power of money. Okay, he couldn't just get a head tattoo or neck tattoo. He got to go above little Uzi Vert, who had to pull the diamond out of his forehead because it started bleeding and got infected. Okay, and allegedly somebody tried to steal it out of his forehead.
Yeah.
Now homeboy got a bunch of bullshit diamonds and chains, trying to make it look like diamond dreads or some shit. Dude, you can't wear it. Could you imagine put a hat on his head? He gonna cry like a baby. Okay. I mean, I don't know about you, Arnold, but I used to wear braids at one time. I've had my hair braided so goddamn tight, I couldn't even close my eyes damn near. Okay. I've had my hair braided so tight by my sister and my girlfriend, I could damn near couldn't close my eyes. It hurt to close my eyes. Okay.
And the more you cry, the harder they yanked it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, damn.
Okay. So, and then you got sisters who been wearing them lace fronts so long. You got the hair start back here. Okay. At half midfield. Not even the George Jefferson. Hair started back here. So now homeboy decided it was a good idea, and to buy some bullshit chains. They look like they might have been some shit out at the goddamn
Sloss and Swap Meet.
Yeah, Sloss and Swap Meet, and have somebody surgically implant them in here. You could have got a goddamn wig, you stupid bastard. You could have got a damn wig and done the same thing if it was that important to you. Okay, think about that. If you really want to have some stupid shit, wear some stupid shit, could have got you a goddamn wig, done the same thing, and take it off when you got ready to. He might have done that, and Lion said he got him surgically implanted. But everybody, I was watching something on YouTube, Facebook about some of the biggest lies told in hip hop, and that might be one of them lies. I don't see, man. That just seems like it's awful, goddamn painful for nothing. And you ain't that popular, is he?
Not at all. I never heard of him until this day.
Or he's just trying to get some popularity. When I tell you about them goddamn antics, okay? He's trying to one up little Uzi Vert by getting a bunch of damn chains surgically implanted in his head. Motherfucker, just get you a wig and be done with it.
Man, yeah. And I haven't listened to his music, but I'm gonna guess it's trash.
I'm telling you, dude, when your antics supersede your music, it's a sad day in the music industry. That's all they're selling. That's what a lot of these guys are selling now. The antics, the shock value. He got chains surgically embedded in his head. Ooh, that's crazy. Now somebody gonna else do the shit. They're gonna make it do it even something even worse. I can't think of what else is gonna be worse. But you watch, somebody gonna one up his ass. It's coming.
Yeah, I always every time when I think I saw it all, is this new generation just
all time
lets
low.
Me know I'm wrong. Man. Let's jump into a couple questions, man. D-Cause says, Lonzo, do you think the Straight Outta Compton movie would have been better had it been a series on Netflix? I do, because I believe they could have got into more detail of you guys' lives. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think Straight Outta Compton should have been a setup for a movie, and I don't see why it's not. Maybe because of the headache they had doing the licensing for the movie. You got a lot of egos, a lot of money, and people want to control their legacy, and that's where the issue comes in at. You start taking cats that's superstars right now and take them back pre-superstar when they and you really see how they came up. Everybody don't want to show that. Everybody don't want to show that, and that's probably your problem. You can't take somebody who was whooping ass and Straight Outta Compton and show him not ever having a fight. That's not going to work. Okay.
Gotcha.
Nobody wants. Dre he don't want to show the Wrecking Crew days. He didn't want to deal with that. Okay. It could be a transformer period in his life, but he don't. Some people don't. I don't know. They don't think like that. And if I ain't this way, I don't want to do nothing. But look for my damn movie, California. My television show, California Love. That's the one that's going to take him up to Straight Outta Compton.
Hell yeah. Love it. Little sneak peek right there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let me ask you a question. Speaking of Straight Outta Compton, I know it's a 2.5 hour movie. You can only get, so much in the 2.5 hours, but who was somebody that was not portrayed in the movie that you were like, damn, I'm surprised they're not portrayed in the movie or weren't portrayed more?
Shit, a whole bunch of people. J.J. Fad, Arabian Prince, Laylaw,
Laylaw from Above the Law, right?
Yeah, Laylaw. Yeah.
Okay, we never talked about Laylaw. Yeah,
man, you know what? I'm trying to get Laylaw. Laylaw's having some medical issues for a minute, so he promised to come on the show. But Laylaw is one of them cats, man. Woo, Laylaw is like a silent killer. Okay, he moves real quietly. He's coolest cat you want to meet. Wrote a lot of songs for Michelet, or a lot of stuff for Death Row. Wrote California Love.
Some would say he created G-Funk. Some would say he created G-Funk.
He played a big part in G-Funk. He just one of them dudes. And again, he was one of them cats that was at McCullough. And he saw me, knew who I was. And I invited him to the studio, and he never left. Okay? We had that kind of history. When I talked to Laylaw about coming on the show, man, I love you, boy. You took me on took me for my first time to a concert in San Diego. I don't remember it, but he does.
Wow.
So he's one of them cats. I'm gonna reach out for him again. I know he was going through some things for me. I'm gonna see how he's doing. If I can get him on the show, I definitely will. Nice.
What do you remember about Above the Law's come up?
Above the Law came to me first, man. They came to me first. Laylaw brought them to me first. I got talked out of Above the Law. Above the Law. Okay.
What?
I got talked out of Above the Law, and I love what they did. Hutch them. Hutch was supposed to come on the show. He had to cancel on me one time. We had it hooked up, but Laylaw brought me a cassette with Above the Law. Hutch, all of it came by the house, the whole 9 yards, and I got talked out of Above the Law. N.W.A. had just jumped off, and Compton's Most Wanted had just got signed to one Unknown, and Unknown said told me it was too many gangster rap groups. I did not, and nobody had blown up yet. Everybody was kind of bubbling under, but I just like what I heard on Above the Law. Okay, and I passed him. Well, actually, I think I brought Unknown. Me and Unknown was going to try and do something with him, and he had just got CMW, and anyway, I ended up not getting involved with him, and he took him over to Ruthless. True story.
Damn, I learned something new all the time messing with you, man. Damn.
My studio was the go-to for everybody. I was ground zero for anybody that had a demo tape. Ground zero, you got to go to Lonzo. That was how it was. I mean, there's DJs in Vegas right now that are big time DJs. DJ Rectangle, one of my boys, drove up every week from Oceanside to come sit with me and for me to analyze his mixes every week. Every Sunday, he came to my house for me to analyze his mixes. And his first two records on the red label and the yellow label, I produced. I put out for him. I bought them from him actually. And that's a true story. That was my get out. Yeah.
See, I'm a hip hop nerd, man. I love this shit. Vadas Tower says, "Hey Lonzo, can you talk about Compton Cartel Back in the Hood compilation?" We've talked about that, but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a part two.
Is that the one where you took the picture on the train station and you guys almost got kicked out? Okay, yeah, talk about.
Yeah, the cops ran up on us that day, and they gave us the blues that day. I was breastfed and ex-con. To more folks I can't think of course, right now. But we were shooting that was like part two of the compilation. Okay, part two. Mm-hmm. And I think Mike T was on that one with Toon and some other folks. I haven't seen the cover in a while, but I got to pull that one up. And we did it, and it did pretty good. It did all right. I think I ended up doing a deal for that one, a record. But I remember we did the photo shoot that day. We did it in Compton, and just so happened, it was funny because we mind our own business. taking pictures. And one cop came by, got off on the train. What you guys doing? Taking pictures. Okay, cool. Next car, cops was everywhere. And just so happened, I was downstairs getting something out of my truck, and they just started rustling guys together. They were pissed because they were on the platform without having tickets. So I started buying tickets. I bought like 4, 5, 6, 7 tickets, whatever the case may be. And by the time for the cops can write their pad, I'm giving guys tickets. Here you go. And the cops was mad at me. They mad at me because I'm giving guys tickets. I'm paying for them. Yeah. And nobody was doing anything wrong. It's just at that time, Compton was so hot, you could not be on the platform without a ticket. You still technically can't. But back then it was, especially might have been 8 or 10 guys, and a couple of guys I didn't get to them in time, and they went to court and they threw it out. But I explained to the judge, hey man, we was just taking pictures. We weren't trying to ride the train, and the judge threw it out, and no big deal. But that's just some of the things we had to deal with back in the day.
Damn. And once again, another situation where Lonzo bailed out the crew, huh?
Pretty much, I've always been a responsible cat, man. I don't want nobody to get caught up on no bullshit because, I didn't know it was a problem. I had a pocket full of money. It wasn't no big deal here, man. Just start buying tickets. That's all they wanted was tickets. Cop, you can have a ticket. One of my guys came by. I think he got away. He came down. Then they mad because we ain't got no tickets. So I just started buying tickets, and I walked up, started passing tickets out. And assholes don't like seeing people beat them at their own game. So they still caught a couple of my guys with no tickets.
Damn. Cool Kev 75 says, can you talk about LA Posse?
LA Posse, that's Dwayne and Dwayne from
I'm thinking LA Dream Team. Hold on.
LA Posse that's Muffler and my other boy, I can't think of his name. And
weren't they big in New York too, though, or something?
They produced a lot of stuff. They worked with LL Cool J.
Exactly.
LL Cool J, Houdini. When they left, man, it's hard for me to speak on them.
Dwayne Muffler, Daryl Big Dad Pierce.
Right.
DJ Bobcat was also part.
Right. They were all
and DJ Pooh.
They were all a part of LA Posse. And that's when the West LA, the LA and East Coast connection kind of jumped off because they went back and started producing for LL Cool J, LL Cool J, Houdini, and somebody else. Bobcat got another record deal, and he was at the piano playing, crying, and that was the biggest. Oh my God, they clowned his ass like nobody's business. He was at the piano. He got just one song with LL on Def Jam, I think it is. Sitting there at the piano crying, I guess over a chick, and boy, they made him the biggest simp in the world. I will call Dwayne. He's been on the show before, but we weren't that popular. I'll bring him back. He does have an interview with me. I'll bring it back. I know for sure he's still working because I talked to him. He still got product out there. He's still making records today. Don't know about what's the guy's name? Big Daddy.
Big Dad Pierce. Daryl Big Dad Pierce.
Daryl Pierce, he was around. I don't know him that well, and he and I got into it one day. We had a little discussion because I don't really know him. I know Dwayne. I know him, but I know him like I know Dwayne. Okay, So understand this. I don't know everybody closely. I know a lot of guys for face value only, and he don't know me like that. So we had this documentary, How the West Was Won, and people was giving me my accolades. And sometimes if you shine too much, some people are like, nigga, he didn't want the only one doing stuff. Well, he's the only one that they know that was doing stuff. Okay. So if we had been Lonzo, he had little taste of haterade on him. We had to kind of get into it, but it wasn't no big deal because my legacy speaks for itself. But again, I'm not going to down nobody else to make myself look big because I don't have to, and neither does he. But I can't speak on you, so I can't speak for you, and that's the problem some people have because I can't blow you up. I could blow up Muffler, and I know what Muffler did, but I didn't know you. I knew you as the LA Posse, but y'all was in New York. I was in LA, so I don't know all that you did. So that's why I tell anybody, you need to get you a podcast, write a book, get your podcast, write a book, or leave me the fuck alone. I can't tell everybody's story.
Man. Yeah, man. Thank you to the audience. The chat room is on fire right now. And please hit that like button. We have 21 people in the building, 10 likes. If you guys can hit that like button, it's really, really appreciated. Trust me, it really helps us out. But you guys are writing the show tonight. I have a bunch of questions I was going to ask Lonzo, but I love when you guys help us out. And some of these Lonzo's touched on in the past, but it's always good to, keep the stories going because we have new listeners and new viewers all the time. But someone just asked, Lonzo, can you tell us about Bobby, Jimmy, and the Critters? That's a name that came up, but talk to us about them again.
Russ Parr, my boy. What can I say? Russ Parr is, first of all, he's still a very popular DJ. I think he's in Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. He came to LA, and we all hung out at Makota's together. Russ was one of the smarter dudes, and it came to this game. He's college educated dude, and Don McMillan liked him, and Russ knew how to speak white business. Okay, he could speak white business, and he could get money out of Don, but he didn't really care about the record business at the time. Okay, he was Rick Deeds was doing the Disco Duck, and Weird Al Yankovic was doing all the Michael Jackson stuff, and Russ was like, I'm gonna do some R&B stuff, and that's how you got Roaches and we like ugly women and stuff like that. And Russ was a comedian. He had a comedy show on in the morning on K-Day, and Arabian Prince and Russ connected at Makota. Russ didn't have any musical skills. He was writing these lyrics. Arabian Prince started producing the stuff for Russ's label, Rapture Records. And then later on, Arabian Prince got on Rapture Records as an artist. Now, nobody, I'm going to say it one more time, nobody was a record executive per se. It's just that it was, for us, in our minds, having a record company at that time was like having a production company. Everybody gave dances. I was Disco Construction and Uncle Jam's Army, Z-Cars. So we all had production companies. So for us, making records was like having a production company. We didn't understand nothing about publishing, writers, royalties. We just made records and gave people money. Okay, that's all it was. Made records, gave people money. It's like, oh shit, see, we got to do what? Yeah, it's like selling the house and not really know you got to go to escrow. Okay, oh, you got to go to escrow, huh? You can't just transfer a house over to somebody without doing the escrow and doing some other stuff. So the mechanics of the record industry, we had no idea of, and Russ was no different. But he made some funny records, man. And I don't know how big his catalog is, but we would all tour together. We'd all go out and do shows together because Russ was the comedy relief. We were the pretty boys doing the love songs, and Russ was comedy relief. LA Dream Team was another party group. So we all hop in mobile homes, rent a mobile home, and drive to do gigs. That's what we did. Until he blew up, and then got a gig out in Ohio and cut the whole thing loose. I have a interview with Russ Parr as well on my podcast. Type it in, you'll see it.
Yeah, type in. Do me a favor, guys, because Lonzo has so many jewels in this channel. Just type in Lonzo Williams interview in search, and you'll find, once you bypass all of his interviews that he's actually a part of, it'll show the interviews that are on this channel, and I guarantee you guys it'll take you on it's a hip hop class. That's what I hear a lot of people say. This show is a hip hop class. Very dope. Thank you guys for definitely showing us love. Freeze Love is a name that's popping up a lot. Do you know Freeze Love?
Freeze Love was a DJ, if I'm mistaken. He was a local DJ. Yeah.
Okay. He's supposed to be on Def Jam. No. A few people have mentioned him in the comments.
I know him, but I don't have a lot of history on him.
Oh, okay. Any DJ Pooh stories? OG.
Man, stories? Not really any stories, but like everybody else, DJ Pooh would be at my house like everybody else, and DJ Pooh was the guy that had the malt liquor connect. Okay. When they was trying to steal everybody from 8 Ball, he had what's the other drink? Everybody, that other nasty.
St. Ives.
St. Ives.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Pooh was a St. Ives man. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he had all the St. Ives Connect. Okay, and he had 8 doing commercials. He had like
Mm-hmm.
8 did a commercial, Cube did a
Snoop.
commercial, Snoop did a commercial.
Yeah,
Because
Biggie even did one.
St. Ives
Mm-hmm.
was trying to cut in on the market share of Old E, and they hired all local rappers. And if I'm not mistaken, DJ Pooh had to connect, and they was paying $25,000 flat to come out and do the St. Ives commercials. And Pooh was the man.
Damn.
You know, he wrote a lot. He wrote a lot of movies. He's a very talented writer, very talented writer. And he worked with Q for a while. He worked with the other brother. Damn it, what's his name? He wrote that song, the movie with they brother got out of jail. They ran. Oh man, it was crazy as hell. Y'all throwing me off here, but yeah,
go ahead.
Kevin Hooks. Kevin Hooks. He worked with Kevin Hooks a lot. He worked with Kevin Hooks a lot because Kevin Hooks had a way of getting nice, good, medium budget hood movies. He might have spent, I don't know, $100,000 on the hood movie. You know, you see a lot of people who's popular now, like Faison Love and other folks, be in a Kevin Hooks movie. And because Kevin Hooks was that guy. The Kevin Hooks, yeah, Kevin Hooks. The Kevin Hooks, I know it's Hooks' last name, but he was a guy that was aggressive in the movie industry, and he was making things.
Brian Hooks.
My bad. Kevin Hooks played on White Shadow. My bad. Okay. Brian Hooks. Brian Hooks.
3 Strikes. That movie is funny. 3 Strikes. I like that movie actually.
3 Strikes. Right. Okay. You see my boy DeAndre in that movie. You see a few people that movie that you know. So Kevin Hooks. Brian Hooks was that guy that was doing the mild budget movie. I don't know what happened to him. I know I saw him on some of the things he did in on Netflix or Tubi or something like that. But he was that producer he had a style that was mild, medium budget, knocking down movies. This is before the internet would allow you to have movies everywhere. So he was doing some things before Cube and anybody else was.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Someone just asked the chat room. Let me go back real quick here. Chat room asked, Lonzo, you supported DJ Slip of CMW. What did you see in Slip that made you believe in him?
If you know Slip, first of all, Slip is like 6'7", okay? Big, gentle giant. Smart brother. And that's what I liked about him. Slip was a very intelligent dude, okay? And he's a very meticulous dude when it comes to his music. And he came to me after Dre and them left, and I had a studio, and I gave him a shot, like I did so many other people. He was one of them cats. He came with a whole crew of dudes, Big Tom, Rockin' Tom, and Chuck Small, and Master Rhyme, and they were all cool. They were all Mike T. They all loved to drink. Nobody was smoking no weed back then, and they loved to drink. And they would every time I put my trash cans out, it sounded like I was in the recycling factory because that shit be clanging like a son of them. But Slip was just a smart dude. He was a DJ. The old man had bought DJ systems from my boy Edwin, music people, and they were with a bunch of young DJs trying to make something happen.
Is that your phone, Lonzo?
I don't know why people call it. They know I'm doing this.
Oh, it's okay. Oh no, it stopped. It already stopped.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was going to keep on going.
No, I turned it off.
Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, Slip was he is still is a smart dude. The dude's a fucking oceanographer right now. Okay. You know, when I talked to him, we had the Compton compilation reunion party. I asked him why he stopped doing music. He said, hey man, I got diabetes. I had to have some health care, and records wasn't paying that well. Very smart move. Sometimes you gotta make a grown man move. You know, I know what you love. I know what you want to do. Sometimes you gotta make a grown man move and do what you got to do for your own benefit. Yeah.
And some tells me he doesn't regret that.
Not at all. Man, that dude got houses and he's doing great. Okay, he's doing great.
Who were some of the other DJs that helped besides Greg Mack that helped get West Coast, basically that helped West Coast hip hop move along? I can't read that. It's coming from Facebook.
Well, other DJs?
Yeah, besides Greg Mack. Man,
I can't really recall no other DJs that really had our back like Greg Mack did. K-Day, the radio station, had our back. I remember my boy over at KGFJ, Kevin Fleming, he had a hip hop thing for a while. In fact, KGFJ was actually playing hip hop before K-Day. KGFJ was playing hip hop before K-Day, but KGFJ, the signal was so weak. If you went to Pasadena, if you passed Dodger Stadium, you damn near couldn't hear it. So when K-Day came in with 50,000 watts, that song gun went all over Southern California. And sometimes I remember hearing in the Bay Area as you cross the Bay Bridge. So I got to say Kevin from KGFJ, but Greg was the superstar. He was bringing acts in. Kevin was playing the records, but Greg was bringing the acts in, playing the music, bringing the acts in, and that made him, I set him apart from everybody else.
Okay.
Anybody else came under Greg, Julio G, Theo. I mean, they had Theo on power. I think it was on 92.3 The Beat.
Yeah.
But he didn't have no real power. He was a jock, but he didn't have no real power. Greg had power. It's a difference.
Damn. Hey, Lonzo, I became a fan of yours after seeing you on Vlad TV. How did Vlad change your life?
Man, I had never heard of Vlad before I went on this show. After I did Straight Outta Compton, Vlad called me up, came to my studio, and set me down and did the interview. I had never heard of Vlad, didn't know who he was. I told people I was doing Vlad. You doing Vlad? Yeah. But it's funny, man, because Vlad's reach is so vast. I could be in a obscure city. I mean, in and out one day, and little white kid, hey, mister, aren't you Lonzo? I see you on Vlad TV. I could be in 7-Eleven. Hey, Lonzo, hey, you the Vlad man. You the Vlad man. Yeah, I am. So everywhere I go, because of Vlad, people recognize me. Okay? And thank God I'm who I am. Anybody looking to whoop my ass. So it works out.
Toddy T and Bataram. Tell us about Toddy T and Bataram. I know you've had Toddy T on the show before, right?
I've had Toddy T. Toddy T has sat with me on the show before COVID. And some of my shows, most of my shows are in-house. Some of them are remote. And before we started doing the remote shows, everybody would come to the studio and kick it with me. And I think Todd was one of those shows. We sit right here up against the screen and kicked it. Me and Todd go back to to the beginning of the beginning. He told that story. I got an interview with Todd, and he was from I think he was from East Side Compton. I'm not sure, East or West Side, I'm not sure. But he was motivated by Mixmaster Spade. Now all these cats were into the drug life, rapping about pills. That's when pills was the shit pre-crack. Okay, now Mixmaster Spade, he was on the tip of crack, but he rapped about stuff that was pre-crack, MB4s, which I still don't know what the hell they are, and pills that he sold back in the day. And Toddy T came in with the Bataram, and that just took it to a whole nother level. And Toddy's just a cool dude. He's another DJ. He's a teacher right now. And you think I'm mad at him because he's doing my documentary, but I ain't mad. Everybody make their choices. I ain't mad at nobody for making theirs. But yeah, Toddy T's a great dude. Cool brother.
Yeah. And how important were those songs like Bataram and Just Say No, back in the day? They got us attention. They got the West Coast attention. Bataram was kind of a realistic rap with some meaning, because the real Bataram was a terror about the community. It would terrorize the community. Okay, when you see that thing, they carried it on a trailer. You saw the trailer, like somebody's house finna get total fuck up. Okay, and the Bataram, I think what got the Bataram finally got it canceled is a couple times they went in the wrong houses. Okay, and they would because back then cats that got so tight with the wrought iron, you couldn't Bataram. You could hit the door with the man powered Bataram. Couldn't do nothing. Yeah.
The door, the windows, everybody I had a partner of mine that was building. He was building crack houses. He was reinforcing the windows, reinforcing doors, and that was one of his jobs. He was cutting in slots for money and weed, whatever. That was one of his jobs. During that time, he made a heck of a lot of money just reinforcing crack houses. Okay, and when they realized that by the time you get through the door, through the window, and because guys that got sophisticated, they started hiring guys with walkie-talkies. They started getting radios, police scanners, so they knew they was coming. So you got a hot 10 minutes before they hit the block, and if you know, because they carried the battering ram on a trailer, okay, they had to park it someplace, and if somebody saw, hey man, the battering ram is around the corner, Doc, so they got to fire that son of a gun up, and then they got to come out. It was slow. It was a tank, so you got time to move. But even at that though, before the battering ram, cats had to. The cops had to come in and try and tear stuff down. And by the time they got there, cats had found a way to dispose of the weed, of the crack. Okay, because crack don't melt. Most cats don't realize crack don't melt. Cocaine, throw it in the toilet, flush it, done deal. Okay, crack will sit at the bottom of your toilet like a bad turd. Okay, just sit there and look at your ass. Okay, and water don't do nothing to it. That's why it's a rock.
Yeah.
So you have to find a way to dissolve it, get it out the house, something before the cops got there. And before the battering ram came, they were able to do that. And sometimes, like I said, when the battering ram would come through, cops would get wrong numbers, inverted or whatever, and they knocked down some little lady's house, and she had there sleep. And so Daryl Gates had to come up with something else.
Crazy times, man, and keep fucking around out there, people, and they're gonna start bringing this shit back.
Man, I hope the hell they don't. But,
I hope they don't either.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Dodo Smoke wants to know, and once again, another interview that you can find right here on this channel, on Alonzo's channel. Dodo Smoke wants to know if you ever worked with King T.
Oh man, yeah, King T. We did King T's first album out of West Coast Record Distributor, a company I founded along with Egypt, Rudy from the Dream Team, the Unknown DJ, and we gave him his breakout of West Coast. Okay, him and Pooh on that Cadillac with him got that shotgun, wearing them khakis and house shoes, act the fool, yeah, okay, yeah. That was on Capitol, but the single came to us first. Greg Mack got him his deal. Greg Mack got him his deal. Okay, King T is very cool brother. I'm trying to get him on this. I've interviewed him before. I want to bring him back to the show again because we've supposed to been getting together and doing some stuff. But yeah, King T is right on time, Doc. Yeah.
Definitely a West Coast legend, and he has a lot of people that branched off from him. The Alcoholics, Exhibit. Right. So definitely a West Coast staple. Who's somebody that you really want to interview? I mean, you know what I'm saying, that that's accessible because your arms are, you can grab certain people. Who's somebody that you really want to interview?
Who do I really want to interview?
I would ask your dream interview, but that's kind of a corny question. But who's somebody that you really just like? I would love to just talk to this dude and just know about him or her.
Actually, Barack Obama, if I had.
Oh yeah, damn.
But rather you talking about in regards to rappers? It's a good question, man.
Now, I like Barack Obama. Actually, that's a great answer right there. I would love
to kick Barack Obama. I know him and Michelle and dance to turn off the lights. I know they have. She did for damn sure. He might not. He can't dance with the dance.
He said they danced to turn off the lights. They did.
Okay.
That's big shit.
If I had to do a dream interview, it'd be Barack Obama, man, because I know homeboy got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. And I always liked his vibe. He think he was a pretty laid back dude. I've had a dream about shooting pool with him. Don't ask me why, how it happened, but I know he said he's a pool shooter. I would love to shoot a game of pool with him just to kick it.
And I personally think Michelle Obama is one of the finest things on this planet. But let's go on and move on. Shout out to the Obamas. Matt, you know what? This is one that I would love to see on your show. Did you ever have a relationship with Cam?
Yeah, me and Cam been going back and forth for the last shit, man. Look at my It's my intro for on my Roku channel, Homegrown Media Network. Look at my intro. I got a bunch of clips cut up. Cam was on the show. Me and Cam go back. God knows how long. He did he did the show for me at when I had my Issues in the Hood show. He's been threatening to come on here for the last longest, but our schedules just have not been mixing up. I think I'm going to have to do Cam like I did my New York people. Just give him a time when he's free and let's sit down and kick it. Oh yeah, definitely. Cam came to even to dark on a regular basis.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man. And you know what? Him and go ahead.
Cam and what's the other brother name? Always get his ass up in movies. What's his name? He looked crazy. What's his name, man? Oh, come on.
Not Lester. Not Tiny Lister.
No. He was the reason why in Minister Society he was the one the cousin that got beat up so bad.
Netta. Oh yeah. The one that comes out looking like always right before they go to shoot him. Yeah. Always getting shot, beat up. Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
What's his name?
I'll look it up. Go ahead.
But yeah, they regulars. I just got to get his new number. That's all. I saw him, but before I had a chance to get his number, he disappeared on me. But yeah, he was all of them come to the club on a regular basis. I'm gonna get Bishop Lamont. I got to call Bishop Lamont. Okay.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
Me and Bishop Lamont got a lot of love, so I just got to reach out. In fact, I got his number. I'm gonna reach out for him and see what's happening with him. And he said he would do it. It's just a matter of us doing it. That's all.
Nice. Samuel Monroe Jr.
What's his street name?
Oh, his street name. That I don't know. But you talking about in the movie?
He got a.
Oh, okay. I don't know if he has his street. Oh, okay. I didn't know. It says Samuel Monroe Jr., but he's also known as Alina's cousin.
Damn it. I got his number here someplace, man.
Keep going. I'll look it up.
It starts with an S. It ain't saying it's something like that, man. What the hell is that brother's name? Come on, Lonzo. But anyway, man, we all super cool. I just gotta tie people down sometime.
Yeah. That's dope.
Damn.
Watch, I'm gonna look it up right now. Let me see if I get it right here. Nah, I ain't getting that. Ain't giving me nothing. Oh okay. Well, but you know what? Back to Cam though, because that's a very interesting cat with a long history.
The same brother that raped the girl in Players Club.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
From Acorn Projects or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. That dude. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he plays the same character in every
the same character all the time.
single
he
movie.
Was the one that got homeboy them killed and Set It Off. He was
Set It Off. That's the one. Acorn. Yeah, Acorn Projects. Yeah.
Right. Acorn Projects, and he was the one that got beat up and came back with the
Caffeine. Is his name Caffeine?
There you go.
There you go. Thank you, Richard Ruthless.
Thank you, bro. I got some great viewers. Caffeine. Yes. Caffeine.
Good looking out.
All of them come to the club on a regular basis. Okay. I'm gonna reach out for Caffeine.
Damn. Did you remember going back to Cam? Do you remember them when they were beef? Because him and Ice Cube had a beef. Do you remember anything about that? Like what was going on around that time?
Hell yeah.
Oh, talk to me.
It was crazy, man. Because I think at that time, they was beefing over a chain, if I'm not mistaken, man. I forgot the real story, but allegedly, Cam caught Cube someplace, put hands on him, and one of the other Muslim brothers had to step in and intervene. That's what I do remember. I heard about it, don't know the details because I try to stay out of that kind of shit, man. That shit, all you gotta do is make a comment and you in the shit. Mm-hmm. All you gotta do is make a comment that somebody take and put some seasoning and salt on it and stir it up real good. Lonzo said. That's why I'm always careful what I say on this channel because I've seen situations like that happen, even with females. So I know guys that be in love with a female, and all of a sudden, Lonzo said, you said, I ain't said nothing like that. What are you talking about? So, yeah, you got to watch yourself. Watch your mouth. You watch your mouth on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Well, shit, we got about 5 more minutes, man. What do you got coming up on this Thursday?
Man, I went to a event Saturday, and I saw my good friend, Reggie Wright Sr. Reggie Wright Sr., Reggie Wright Jr.'s dad. Okay,
Yeah,
he was one.
buddy.
He was the head of the gang detail in Compton. That's why he worked with me at Dudos. Okay, I told him I'm gonna give him a call, and we're gonna do a call. He didn't want to come to the studio, which is great because we could do it remote. And I'm gonna give him a call for Thursday and reach out for him and see if I can get him on the show because he was there in the beginning. See, I specialize in triple OGs.
Damn, not just the OGs.
Everybody get the OG. Everybody get the
Uh-huh.
OGs. Everybody get the second generation cats. I'm going to the brother's daddy, okay, who got him into the police, Compton Police Department. Look just like him, only the dad is great, okay? And me and the dad had a relationship because I brought him on my team at Dudos and Skate Land because he was in charge of the gang detail and kept a lid on everything. Yeah, I had some gangsters working for me, and they all knew each other. But still, sometimes you gotta have somebody that got a brother on the chain, keep him in line. Sometimes it had to be like that. But yeah, along with I might even have the former chief of police on here as well, Huey Taylor. Now, Huey Taylor was the chief of police when Omar Bradley was the mayor. And that was what's the word? Tumultuous relationship, okay?
Interesting.
Okay, so all these guys, I just saw them Saturday at my cousin who brought them to me for my team at Dudos because some of these same guys also worked to swap me, okay? Now, if y'all don't know about the Compton swap meet in the 80s, that motherfucker was a powder keg, okay? Mm-hmm. It was a goddamn powder keg. At any given moment, the Crips, Bloods, Samoans, SAs, whoever could be in the swap meet, and they had to keep that thing in line, man, okay? Yep. That's how the swap meet used to roll because everybody needs drawers and socks, okay? Everybody needs drawers and socks. So you look up, and all of a sudden, bam, there goes somebody from the red team shopping, from SA shopping. It don't take nothing but a hot dog and a misunderstanding to start a problem, okay?
Man.
And they kept a lid on the Compton swap meet and kept that sumbitch open until the business just dried up and Walmart took over a few years ago.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they got stories. They got stories.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that.
They got stories, okay? They got stories. So yeah,
and this Saturday you got a big event.
Saturday is my first annual prostate cancer walk. Anybody, I know I got people all over the country watching this show. If y'all just want to donate, I'm gonna put it in the chat room right now. I'm gonna put it in the chat room. It's prostate cancer walk 2021. Eventbrite.com. Okay. And if you want to come out, you want to support, first of all, I want to thank Dusty for supporting us. He's one of the first people that reached out to support us. Much love to you, Doc. As you see, you sponsor the team. You can sponsor with $50 team, one person for $50, two for $75, 5 people for $100. Okay. If you just want to donate, that's fine too. You can't. I know you probably can't come out. Everybody got something to do, but if you want to sponsor somebody, what I'm finding is people are bringing their kids out. Okay, so if you want to sponsor a team of kids, they're gonna be doing the walking because mommy and daddy's ass is lazy. But that's okay. Okay, but if you want to sponsor some kids to walk for their dad, their uncle, whatever the case may be, I'd appreciate it very much, folks. Part of the proceeds go to prostate cancer research, which is something near and dear to my heart because I'm a prostate cancer survivor. And, that shit right there is the problem with prostate cancer is that it's no real symptoms. And for a while, used to they take them 2 fingers and do a little searching. If they felt something irregular in the prostate, because the prostate actually is only the size of a walnut. It's that big, okay? But when it starts getting infected or have some issues, it starts to swell and get lumpy. And that's when the doctor can tell by the 2 fingers if there's something wrong with it, okay? But them 2 fingers, oh my God. They scare all them cats doing the crip walking and blood walking and all them hood sets. Show them 2 fingers right there. Nigga to clear out the room like the police in the dice game, okay? So But now, in 2021, these two fingers, they still use them from time to time, but they can tell a lot just by taking your blood. But brothers don't know that. And brothers are waiting until they get third stage cancer, fourth stage cancer. When you start getting the fourth stage of your prostate cancer, you just got through with sex. And life is right behind it. Okay? When you get to third and fourth stages of prostate cancer, you are on the way to being through with sex. And if you don't get it soon enough, life will be right behind it. Okay? I didn't know that Minister Farrakhan was a prostate cancer survivor. Okay? Mm-hmm. I didn't know my boy, the crazy with the hair, Cornel West, prostate cancer survivor. Mm-hmm. So Charlie Wilson, prostate cancer survivor. Okay? So this is one of them things that cats get that it ain't nothing, it ain't because you smoked, it's because you did this. The way it's explained to me, based on the food that we eat. And here's the problem that most cats don't get. When I was a kid, my mama cooked my food. We got a lot of raw food. So as I got older, I started eating bad shit. So my prostate cancer rate moved up to my early 50s. But a lot of cats are eating bad all their life, eating them GMOs and other shit. And when you do that, I believe, this is my own personal theory, that you expose your prostate to cancerous cells at an earlier age. So now, guys is calling me at 40, 41. Lonzo, I think I got prostate cancer, or I just got told I got prostate cancer. It used to be an old man's disease at 50. Now it's at 40, and it's all based around what we eat and how we take care of ourselves. So when they showed me the chart of how prostate cancer looks, if you was in China or Africa, ain't no such thing as prostate cancer. It's rare as hell. But when you move to Canada, America, Great Britain, Germany, it goes up because we eat a lot of bullshit. Mm-hmm. And our body is exposed to a lot of bullshit. And this is the alleged reason why prostate cancer is so prominent, especially now that it's starting to attack the younger generations of the brothers. And the next problem is it kills brothers fast. If brothers are dying because they won't even check till it's too goddamn late. Brother waits till he pissing blood, look like he pissing beet juice. Then he want to go to the doctor and wonder why his dick ain't working no more.
Fuck.
I'm being raw with it now because I got to be raw with it because y'all don't understand. Okay, this shit ain't no joke. Doctor told me if you had to have cancer, if you told God I got to have cancer, you want skin cancer or prostate cancer. Why? Because skin cancer, you won't see it, and it's easy to cure once you see it and get rid of it. Prostate cancer is easy to cure also, probably easier to cure, but you don't see it. And it's like a silent killer. It's like heart disease, high blood pressure. You don't know you got it till it's too goddamn late. So my job as a triple OG is to let my young OGs behind me, hey man, stop running. Stop running. Go get checked. Whatever it's going to take, blood tests, fingers, whatever. People always say, man, I'll do anything for my homies. When I'm doing something for my homies, I'm trying to get them, make them aware of prostate cancer. That's my job as an OG. All right?
That's dope. Donate. Go to the link that Lonzo put in the chat. Please, like you said, even $1, $5, $10, whatever you can. I'm sure it'll help. A lot breasts get a lot of attention, but prostate cancer doesn't get a lot of attention. So let's give it some attention.
Dude, I got to say this before we go.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what made me get up off my ass and start doing this, okay? Because I watched them football season. You got big old birdie cats wearing pink shoes and pink bowls, whatever the case may be. Prostate cancer is like September. Breast cancer, I think, is in November. And if I don't talk about it, you got a handful of people that talk about prostate cancer. And I'm like, you know what? That's some bullshit. I was born on Father's Day, 1957. So Father's Day means something to me. And I noticed how when you go on Mother's Day, and no disrespect to mom, but love them to death, I had one myself. Mother's Day, you can't get into a restaurant. Flowers everywhere. Father's Day, motherfucker, hey, what's up? Okay? Nigga might get a card, okay? And some cats get lucky. My situation has changed, but still, I just believe that as men, we deserve a little bit more. So the first we got to do it for ourselves, and that's why I do what I'm doing for this prostate cancer, folks. So whatever you can do, I'd appreciate it. I ain't no gangbanger. I can't tell you about gang, but I can tell you about some goddamn prostate cancer. That shit fuck with you. Okay?
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure, my man.
Much love, folks. All right, man. From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything between, folks. This is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop, with my main man, Dusty Vision. Man, much love, Doc. I appreciate you for taking your time out and kicking it with me like you do. Thank y'all for watching. In the meantime, y'all, don't run. Don't run. It got to be done. Okay? Don't run. It ain't no fun, but it got to be done. All right? Peace, y'all.
Peace.